Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Megan. It has been a hot minute since I have been on YouTube, other than some random shorts here and there, but I wanted to sit down and talk to you guys like I used to about my health and how things are going and my weight loss journey. So let's just dive right in. So the last time I talked to you, I was staying at about 130 to 132 pounds, somewhere in there. I think my lowest weight ever was like 128. But I pretty much maintained around 130 pounds for more than 6 months, maybe even like 9 to 12 months, somewhere in that. And over the last 3 to 4 months, my weight has just been going up and up and up. And so at this point, I am at 148 pounds, which is obviously like an okay weight for my height, but I don't feel good at this weight. It's just not for me. I felt much better when I was definitely under 140. And so my goal at this point is to get back down to where I feel confident in my body, where I feel good, because I just don't feel good at this weight. Like, I can feel the extra, like, almost 20 pounds. I can feel all of that, and it's not fun. The other thing that I've noticed too, along with just like feeling the weight, is that I am also getting the swelling in my hands like I was before I went plant-based. And that is mostly thanks to convenience foods, if I'm being honest. What has happened over the past like 3 to 4 months, maybe even longer than that if I'm being completely honest, is that I was turning to those convenience foods more than eating whole food plant-based. I had completely like switched around my ratio, if you will. I was eating like 80% convenience foods, junk foods, high fat, high sugar, high salty foods, and then eating only like 20% whole foods. And I don't want to make like excuses for myself, but this is just like what was happening in my life, is that there was a lot of stress at work, stress at home, and that was making me turn to unhealthy coping strategies to deal with it all. And I was looking to those convenience foods and the like high salt, high fat, high sugar foods to get the dopamine dump that I needed to just get through life. And so because I have been recording my weight pretty much daily, at least once a day, I was able to see a trend in my weight just going up and up, and just thinking about, okay, well, what have I been eating? And it all comes back to me eating like the convenience foods. Instead of prepping my lunch, I would go to like this local grocery store that's very close to work. I would just go out at lunchtime and get like a frozen meal, and I would make that at work, you know, and instead of planning ahead, bringing my food and making more healthy and whole food choices. So I have already started getting back into the swing of doing that. I've been making myself breakfast every day, whether I prep my like apple oatmeal bake, which is like a favorite for me, or I make like quick cooked oatmeal and add some blueberries and cinnamon, and I eat that most of the time. At this point, I would say almost every day. I will say that I am still struggling to get off of the dopamine dump and like wanting to repeat that cycle of a dopamine high. But I am for sure getting back into prepping my meals for the week, especially potatoes, because potatoes are like definitely my favorite food. but I do love a good French fry. And so, you know, for convenience and not having to cook and, you know, just the ease of it all, I was getting like French fries, for example, loaded with oil. And from what I can feel in my own body is that I'm very, very sensitive to oils. And, you know, a lot of people say canola oil and sunflower oil and all those things are inflammatory. And I don't know that that's true for everybody, because I do feel like sometimes oils have a place, but they're definitely not a health food. And my body feels all of it, down to like swelling in my joints and pain and stuff. And I knew when I went plant-based, I never wanted to get back to that place where I was before, where I was like 190 pounds and my hands and knees were like swelling all the time and I had pain. And I'm definitely not back to that initial starting point, but the fact that I am up like close to 20 pounds and I am feeling the effects of being up that much weight means that I have to shift what I'm doing to get back to a healthier weight where I'm feeling good. The other thing that's going on is right now my thyroid is like out of whack, and so we're having to make some medication adjustments. And on top of that, my doctor really puts an emphasis on stress management tools, because what he told me today is that my stress impacts the cortisol levels, which impacts the insulin levels, which impacts your TSH. And so those like all intermingle. And so I have to be making conscious decisions to choose the food for my health versus for convenience, which those convenience foods only like completed the loop of stress. So I was like stressed, so I ate convenience foods, my weight's going up, I don't feel great, and now I'm back stressed again. So it's just like one big cycle, and also wanting that dopamine dump is also part of that cycle and trying to deal with stress. So at this point I am making big changes. Well, maybe not big changes, but I am making a conscious effort to prep my breakfast, prep my lunch, and then for dinner have something either like partially prepped or something very quick but whole foods, so that I'm making the best choices for my body, because I have to get my body into a place where I can not only feel great about myself and just feel overall good, but that way I can show up for my daughter, which is a high priority for me. So the other thing that I've started implementing is a little bit of exercise. If you've been around here for any length of time, you know that when I was doing a majority of my weight loss, I was not exercising at all. But because I've not been exercising and I've not been being active, I'm also feeling the effects of that, because I go out and do something active with my daughter, and while I should not get sore from it, I definitely have been getting sore just from simple things like kickstarting her dirt bike. Now, I did have to kick it quite a few times, but that should not have made me sore, and it totally made me sore. Like, I'm still sore from it, and that was like 5 days ago. So I'm just really trying to get into a place where not only am I at a weight that I feel great at, but I'm also getting stronger and improving my own personal activity level and strength and endurance, because I also, as a physical therapist, I preach these things to my patients, but I don't have that strength and endurance myself. So I really need to get myself together at this point, if you know what I mean. I just have to like get my shit together, if you will. Hopefully that doesn't offend anybody by me saying that, but that is just like, that's the reality of it, is that I have to do that for myself and for my daughter, and to be a good wife and to do all of those things. I need to be taking care of myself just as much as I'm taking care of them. So now I'm going to insert a clip that I recorded earlier today, so you can see exactly like what my body's looking like. it doesn't look bad, y'all. It does not look terrible. However, I don't feel like I look my best, and I want to be looking and feeling my best. So let me go ahead and insert that clip now. Okay, so it has been a while since I've taken any sort of progress picture. I'm sorry if the lighting is really bad. We moved my mirror over here because I have a desk now over there, so yeah, this is just a hot mess. But I wanted to take a picture of where I am now. I have actually gained weight. I am like basically 18 pounds up or so, something like that. So right now this is 148.8 pounds, and I look mostly okay at this weight, I think, but I don't feel my best. So I am kind of starting over with like a weight loss journey, if you will, to get back to where I want to be. So yeah, this is what I'm looking like today. Not super great, but everybody has to start somewhere, and I'm kind of restarting at this point. So I'm at least happy that I am not back to where I completely started my journey, which was like 191, 192 pounds. So yeah, at least that's not where I'm at, but I still don't love this for me. All right, guys, so as you can see, I look mostly okay, but not great. And so one of the hardest things about being a coach is that there's an extra pressure to look amazing all the time. And this is just real life, that is not always the case. In any kind of health and weight loss journey, there are going to be ups and downs, highs and lows, you know, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It's a constant, like, evolving process. It's never linear. Never ever is it linear. Your weight loss throughout the week isn't linear. Your weight throughout the week isn't linear. Nothing in this process is linear. So it's important for you guys to understand that even as someone who coaches other people on how to lose weight, how to be healthy, how to gain more strength and endurance, it's still possible to have those backslides yourself, because once again, it's very easy to not take care of yourself, but take care of everybody else and let that stress just mount. So with that being said, I am accepting clients right now for my coaching program, which is called Dialed In Plant-Based Weight Loss. It is kind of like a subset of my Dialed In Physical Therapy and Wellness practice. So with that being said, I am accepting clients into my coaching program at beta prices right now. So if you are interested in having a coach to walk you through the process of transitioning to a plant-based diet, getting on your weight loss journey, troubleshooting things that you're going through, please reach out to me. My email is listed down below, as well as my Instagram. You can DM me there as well. It is Meg Anderson YT on Instagram. If you have any questions at all, you can also comment them and I will get back to you. But yeah, that is going to be it for this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.